Welcome everybody, Rad here, and in this video we are about to glance upon Aries and how they are going to cope with the new moon in Capricorn, which happens in 16th of January 2018. Five cards tarot spread, so let's jump into the first one, which is going to express or kind of show what Aries are going to be in this particular moon cycle, or what they need to face, and that will be the Queen of Wands. So Aries are going to, let me systemize that, guys, so I don't confuse you. So first of all, Aries are going to be very successful into their career with this card. They will have that acute business sense, which are going to allow them to always kind of like cope with the difficulties into their career with extreme subtlety, and as well is going to give them a sense where they can win a particular situation, win a particular benefits, and as well push things to their very end, or where a certain situation is a cost efficient and it is not even worth attending into it, mainly for career. But in case it is about your private life, this card points to an unusual attraction, and not that you will be attracted to somebody, but people will be attracted to you, as the Queen of Wands sits as a fire in a cold night, and what fire does in a cold night attracts things. Okay, unfortunately with this kind of attraction, you may not realize at the very start of it which one is with good intentions and which one has a surreptitious intentions. However, guys, that card also shows that somehow you will have that knack of understanding into the human nature, that sense of understanding, and quickly you are about to realize which one is a good match for you, which one isn't a good match for you, which one actually can contribute for your well-being, which one is going to always obstruct you. Another thing about that card is that you are about to unify something during this period of time, maybe unify two people, maybe unify two situations into one complete whole third thing. But the point is that this unification needs to come through a personal example. So you need to also show yourself as a leader here, and you will have the opportunity to show yourself as a leader. And with this kind of line of thoughts, this card gives you a very good opportunity to get promoted in your job, or to be seen as a very valuable friend, or as a very valuable lover into your personal life. But also the card shows that this particular example needs to come with bravery. In other words, if it is needed to sacrifice, you need to make a certain sacrifice at all costs, so that people can see that you actually give a damn about the situation you are in. So a very responsible position is what you're gonna have during this new moon period of time, guys. And going out of it, what I mean is that when that particular 2 weeks period of time passes, it will depend on how you really dealt with that particular situation of responsibility, and how much followers you win on your behalf, because it's also a very good chance that you are about to win followers behind your back. The next card is showing up the difficulties you need to stand against, and this is going to be the Ace of Pentacles. And no particular difficulties here, guys, rather than everything needs to happen through a hard work. This card shows that you will be rather blocked from a I can't say good fortune, but with miracles. You know, sometimes things happen, shit really hits the fan, and miraculously something else happens, which is kind of like, improving your situations. While this kind of activities will not be presented during this for a new moon period of time for in Capricorn, guys. Everything needs to happen through a hard work. Everything needs to happen through a meticulous planning, and also a meticulous organization of your priorities, because the Ace of Pentacles also shows that you may have difficulties setting up your priorities from lower to the highest one, and thus you may kind of waste a certain resources on your behalf. Now, it is also very important here to analyze very carefully the tasks ahead, either into your social circle or into your career, regardless, because some of the tasks may be way too much to deal with at this particular time, and that's why you have that acute business sense, or kind of like acute sense into a human nature, so you can actually scale very well and analyze very well which particular tasks worth dealing with and which doesn't worth dealing with. Also, that kind of shows that you should not you should not take on challenges by trials, you know. So challenges with ultimatums, challenges with very strict conditions should be something that you need to avoid during this particular couple of weeks period of time. The next card, it is showing up the intentions you need to have, and that will be the Death card. Aries is Death card, it is showing up that you need to change something in your life, particularly a habit or a understand. No, it's not understanding, but it's difficult for me to express it. A certain way of how you cope with things. Okay, you need to somehow adopt a different way, which is going to be shown to you by someone else or by the universe itself. What I'm trying to say here is that you quickly may realize that your approach not every time works, and during this realization you will come to a conclusion that something needs to change into your approach, and there is nothing wrong with that. I mean, people constantly improve themselves, and that's why this period of time, the intentions you need to have is to improve, to experiment, to try out, so you can see what works for you. And when you find it out, you should not be feeling depraved of the previous actions you have done according to that particular situation did not work out and actually pulled you back to step backwards. Instead of that, guys, you need to start focusing on the future instead. So into your career with these intentions here is that you may kind of see the people around you are dealing with the stuff you normally deal with in a different manner, so you may want to try those manners, you know. And into your relationship or kind of like a social circle, you need to be more open-minded. And especially if we're talking about a social circle, this card could come as a intention that you need to kind of like widen your social circle or completely change it in case you are feeling stifled in it. Okay, and that it is more chore than than happiness to spend time with people from your social circle. So that then you definitely need a change in that, and you may want to start searching for a new connections, for a new communication ways in order to widen your horizon in social circle field. But nonetheless, guys, the Death card is pointing that in case you need to change something in your life, all that you need to do in this new moon into Capricorn is to just have the intention for it, and the change is gonna come on its own accord. The lesson you need to learn here, or why this is happening, is the Knight of Swords, and it's all about courage. It's about courage of giving it a try. It's about courage of taking on, of allowing ourselves to take wrong decisions, just so we can learn from these, you know, from these wrong decisions right now, instead of when we are repressed, or kind of like we are in a very stressful situation where the decision can be all or nothing, then to make that mistake. So it's about improving our decision making, and not just that, but also standing for one's right. Okay, and that fits very well with the Queen of Wands here, because probably not the rights, but as I said, the approach you take upon certain situations will be disputed, and this is where you need to stand for your personal right. This is where you need to, let's say, show courage. It's all about showing courage, and it's all about admitting that one can do certain mistakes, but also one can learn from these mistakes, and one improvement is all about learning from mistakes. It's all about that. But nonetheless, as I said again, very positive period of time for your career, because you will have the opportunity, guys, to lead a team. as we said in the Queen of Wands, you will have the opportunity to utilize people's advantages and people disadvantages, and you will be able to unify people upon a common goal. Very positive for those which are in a leadership position, very positive for supervisors, lawyers, if you want to say it that way, or in case you own your personal business, then it does seem that you will take a big jump moving forward. And last but not least, we are having the energies which are going to support you during this period of time. The Emperor card comes for as an energies, and these energies are going to keep you very organized. These energies are going to keep you very, it's also meticulous, but very interested and devoted towards your personal things. It's kind of like you are going to realize that you have a small empire to rule upon, and everything awaits your decisions and awaits your efforts, and thus you will be overly protected during these energies. So kind of like these energies are going to make you overly protected for the things you possess, which there is nothing wrong about that. And as soon as through these energies you start organizing your things, for example, your daily routine, your business plan, all the plans that you have with your lover, with your partner, in your relationship, you are about to find that there is a lot of space you can start using for yourself. In other words, you will find a lot of time that you can use for your own personal freedom, and you will not find yourself stifled by the situations, by your partner, by your friends and family, etc., etc. These energies are showing that your presence wherever you go will be at a presence of a leader, where leaders show always the strong side of themselves, and the weaknesses they do a very good job hiding. So that was your Taroscope Aries for the new moon in Capricorn, guys. I hope you like it. Just to summarize all that, very positive for your career, and if it comes for your relationship, you need to kind of like learn to accept the disadvantages of your partner or the bad sides of your partner, and then the things are going to start happening for you, or rather the things are going to get improved for you, and you need to take a lead, guys. Being passive is not something you want. So as we said, that was your Taroscope Aries. And in case you have questions for me, you can message me at Instant Go or call me there. The link is written here below in the description of the video, or you can purchase a service from my website, which is also written here in the description of the video. And with that being said, guys, we are going to see each other next time. Until then, bye.